Antibiotic resistance has been called one of the world's most pressing health problems. In a 2014 study about antibiotic prescriptions, Dr. Grace Lee said that antibiotic resistance costs an estimated $60 billion a year in the U.S. But what is so important about antibiotic resistance? Why is it so serious? To understand that, we need to first understand a few things. What are bacteria? How do they function and interact with the body? What is the purpose of antibiotics? And what leads to antibiotic resistance? It seems like a lot of information, but it's actually very simple. First, bacteria. Bacteria are believed to be one of the oldest life forms to emerge on the planet. They're microscopic organisms that can be found on every surface, including hostile environments like volcanic rock and radioactive waste. They're responsible for many of the chemical reactions that make life possible for us, but for our purposes, we only care about the bacteria in our body. In his book, Missing Microbes, Dr. Martin J. Blaser said that there are 10 times more bacterial cells in our bodies than there are human cells. And the collection of all bacteria within the human body is like a complex ecosystem that's made up of trillions of bacteria of many different species that work together to perform many tricks that they have perfected over millions of years to help us survive. They help us digest our food, and they help with our immune system. But not all bacteria are beneficial. Some can cause minor infections or deadly epidemics. This is where antibiotics come in. In the past, diseases like pneumonia, tuberculosis, smallpox killed millions of people. In the 1850s, 1 out of 4 babies died within the first year. Today, it's more like 1 in 200. This improvement is because of the introduction of antibiotics in the 1940s. Life expectancy went up by 20 years, and according to the British Journal of General Practice, antibiotics changed the face of modern medicine by paving the way for major advancements in cancer treatments, organ transplants, and surgery. Now we arrive at antibiotic resistance. Unfortunately, within a decade of antibiotic use, we found that antibiotic-resistant organisms started to emerge, and the reason for that is natural selection. When you take an antibiotic, it is the susceptible bacteria population in your body dies. But some bacteria have genetic mutations that help them survive and become immune to antibiotics. These bacteria then take their place. So by overusing antibiotics, we are biologically selecting for deadlier bacteria. Antibiotic-resistant bacteria can repopulate an area within 24 hours. So each time that we repeat this process, bacteria become deadlier and deadlier. Another problem is that antibiotics don't discriminate between good and bad bacteria. They kill anything that is in resistance. This process wipes out many good species of bacteria in our bodies, and this loss of diversity has been linked to health problems like childhood diabetes, asthma, food allergies, among other things. So by now you must be wondering what we can do. A 2014 study by Sarah Melo shows that antibiotics are being overprescribed in the clinical setting. Another study by Arch G. Manus for the Journal of the American Family Medicine found that people are buying antibiotics and self-medicating unnecessarily, leading to resistance. So to help us use antibiotics correctly, we need to understand a few things. Antibiotics should only be used to treat bacterial infections, not viral infections. They can help you feel better sooner or keep others from catching your illness. And you should only take antibiotics with a prescription. So, to review, we learned what bacteria are, we learned how they function in your body, what antibiotics do, what is antibiotic resistance, what are the consequences, and we even learned a few ways to use antibiotics safely. Thank you. All right, audience again.
Did you time it?
Just
was that good?